What makes a normal person commit evil? Not a monster, not a villain, just someone like you or me. The answer is far more uncomfortable than you think. Psychologists have studied this question for decades, and what they've discovered is chilling. Evil isn't born. It's created by environments, systems, and choices we don't even notice. Let's talk about the famous Stanford Prison Experiment.
Because of what prisoner 819 did, myself a mess, Mr. Correctional Officer. Because of what prisoner 819 did, myself a mess, Mr. Correctional Officer. Because of what prisoner...
These are not prisoners, and this is not a prison. They are college students, and they were part of an astonishing experiment.
In 1971, 24 students were divided into prisoners and guards. No real crime, no real jail, but within days, the guards became cruel and abusive. The experiment had to be shut down. So what happened? These weren't bad people, they were normal. But when you give people power, remove consequences, and dehumanize others, you create the perfect recipe for evil. This isn't just theory. The same psychological patterns explain why soldiers obey deadly orders, why cult members lose their identity, and why cyberbullies hide behind screens to destroy lives. This is called the Lucifer Effect, coined by Dr. Philip Zimbardo. It shows how good people can slowly become part of something terrible, one small choice at a time. Insert real-world example: Abu Ghraib prison scandal, blurred imagery, tasteful visuals. Soldiers weren't evil, but in a lawless system with no accountability, the mask came off, and the world saw what happens when power is unchecked. But here's the real twist. Evil often doesn't feel evil to the person doing it. It feels justified. It feels normal. That's why it's so dangerous. When we say, "I would never do that," we ignore how situations, not just character, shape behavior. What about obedience? The Milgram experiment proved something terrifying. Over 60% of people will shock another person to death just because an authority figure told them to. The truth is, evil isn't always loud. Sometimes it's silent. It happens in small choices, in silence, in following the crowd. So what can we do? Be aware. Speak up. Question power. Because the line between good and evil doesn't run between people. It runs through every human heart.
At first, the guards were still groping for things to do to the prisoners, and the prisoners still weren't sure how to respond.